Chapter 1. The Unexpected Awakening. The moment Alex's consciousness flickered back to life, it was like surfacing from the depths of an ocean he hadn't realized he'd been drowning in. His chest felt pinned beneath an unfamiliar weight, warmth radiating across his skin in a way both oddly soothing and intensely disorienting. His eyes struggled to adjust to the soft, muted light of the cramped apartment, where walls decorated with alien posters and scattered textbooks blurred into the hazy morning glow. For a heartbeat, panic surged through his veins. How had he ended up in this position? And whose body was pressing so intimately close to his own? Then he became aware of the slender figure above him, shifting with delicate movements that betrayed a tension as palpable as his own. It was Zara, his alien roommate, her translucent skin shimmering faintly like liquid crystal under the sun-dappled blinds. Her wide, luminescent eyes blinked slowly, filled with a complex mixture of surprise, concern, and a hint of something deeper, something neither of them understood yet. Alex's mind raced, trying to rewind the events of the previous night, but everything was a murky haze. They had met barely 2 weeks ago, thrown together by an interspecies housing program designed to promote cultural exchange on Earth, a planet that had recently become a hub of intergalactic diplomacy and education. At first, Alex had been skeptical, sharing a small, cluttered apartment with an extraterrestrial being whose physiology and habits defied all human norms sounded more like a plot from a sci-fi novel than real life. Yet, despite the initial shock and the occasional misunderstanding caused by vast cultural differences, Zara had proven to be intelligent, kind, and startlingly curious about Earth's mundane details, from the taste of coffee to the sound of rain on a window pane. But nothing could have prepared him for waking up to find her draped across him like some surreal vision, her warmth pressing against his skin, her breath whispering against his neck in a cadence almost hypnotic. Their lives had intersected in unpredictable ways since moving in. Zara, though physically fragile-looking with her slender limbs and ethereal glow, was incredibly strong, not just in body but in spirit. She carried the quiet dignity of a traveler from a distant world, carrying stories of stars and civilizations Alex could only dream of understanding. They had spent countless evenings debating philosophies, sharing stories from their vastly different upbringings, and slowly forging a bond that transcended language and biology. Yet, as much as Alex had come to appreciate this extraordinary friendship, last night's events were a puzzle that neither of them could yet solve. How had two roommates, cautiously navigating the vast gulf of interspecies difference, ended up so physically intertwined? The question hovered between them, charged with uncertainty and a hint of something neither dared to name. Alex shifted slightly beneath Zara's weight, careful not to startle her, and caught the faint scent of her, an intoxicating blend of ozone, something floral and earthy, and the faint trace of star dust he'd once jokingly imagined, but now knew was real. Her eyes met his, wide and searching, mirroring his own mixture of confusion and fascination. Did I do something wrong?" she asked softly, her voice a melodic vibration that resonated deep in his chest. Alex shook his head, unable to find the words at first, overwhelmed by the surreal intimacy of the moment. The room, cluttered with half-read books on astrophysics and cultural anthropology, faded into insignificance as they sat frozen in this delicate standoff. Slowly, laughter bubbled up from somewhere deep inside him, a release of tension that broke the spell. "No," he finally said, his voice rough but sincere. "I guess I just woke up like this. Neither of us remembers how." As the morning light grew stronger, casting sharp shadows on the mismatched furniture and the potted alien plants Zara tended with care, their memories remained frustratingly elusive. They pieced together fragments: the late-night study session, the shared cup of something warm and unfamiliar, the laughter echoing through the tiny kitchen. But there was a gap, a missing piece of the night that neither could explain. And yet, in the face of that uncertainty, a new realization dawned. The closeness between them, accidental or not, revealed something undeniable, a connection that defied the barriers of species, culture, and expectation. Alex reached out, brushing a lock of iridescent hair from Zara's face, marveling at the softness beneath his fingertips. In that simple gesture, years of difference seemed to collapse, leaving two souls navigating the mysteries of friendship, trust, and something neither fully understood. The day unfolded with tentative steps and careful conversation. They ventured out together into the bustling streets of the city, where humans and aliens mingled in an ever-evolving tapestry of life. Zara's presence drew curious glances, her slender form, the subtle shimmer of her skin, and those striking eyes that seemed to see beyond the surface of things. Alex guided her through the maze of markets, cafes, and parks, explaining the quirks of human behavior and language, while Zara shared tales of her homeworld's sprawling bioluminescent forests and crystalline cities suspended in the gas giant's upper atmosphere. Their dialogue was a blend of humor and profound exchange, a testament to the resilience of connection in a universe vast and often indifferent. Yet beneath the surface, both grappled with questions left unspoken, questions about the night before, the strange vulnerability revealed in their unexpected closeness, and the changes stirring within themselves. As twilight descended and the city's lights flickered to life, Alex and Zara returned to their apartment, their bond quietly strengthened by the day's shared experiences. They settled into a comfortable silence, the hum of the city outside a backdrop to the unfolding story between them. Alex realized that the accidental awakening had become a turning point, not just in their relationship, but in his understanding of himself and the universe he inhabited. What had begun as a simple roommate arrangement had blossomed into a journey of discovery, challenging everything he thought he knew about trust, companionship, and the mysterious forces that brought two strangers from distant worlds together. And as they prepared to face the uncertain days ahead, both knew that what happened next, the revelations, the challenges, and the transformations, would shock them both in ways they could never have imagined. Chapter 2: Secrets in the Shadows. The morning after their bewildering awakening, the apartment hummed with an uneasy energy neither Alex nor Zara could fully explain. Though the sunlight filtered through the curtains and spilled gently over the cluttered living room, the warmth of the day felt at odds with the chill of unspoken questions that hung heavily between them. They moved carefully, each aware of the fragile boundary that had been crossed, but neither willing or perhaps able to breach it outright. Their routines became tentative dances around the mystery, each gesture measured, each glance laden with meaning. Alex found himself watching Zara with new eyes, noticing the subtle nuances of her alien physiology, the faint bioluminescent pulse that ran beneath her translucent skin, the delicate fractal patterns on her palms that shimmered faintly in the light, the almost hypnotic way her eyes shifted color in response to emotion. For her part, Zara seemed equally cautious, her usual curiosity tempered by the awkward tension of what had transpired between them. Neither of them could ignore the growing sense that their relationship had irrevocably changed overnight. It was not simply the physical closeness they had woken to, but something deeper and unexpected intimacy that stirred questions about trust, boundaries, and feelings neither had anticipated. Alex, who had always thought of himself as pragmatic and grounded, found his mind wandering to places he had never explored, wrestling with emotions complicated by the vast gulf of their different species and cultures. Zara, too, struggled with the uncertainty. Her people's customs were steeped in rituals of connection and energy exchange that bore little resemblance to human norms, and the accidental intimacy they had shared raised fears about misunderstanding and rejection. Yet beneath the uncertainty, an undeniable thread of connection wove them closer, a fragile lifeline that neither dared sever. As days passed, the pair navigated the complexities of their coexistence with a delicate balance of humor, awkwardness, and tentative conversations. They ventured beyond the walls of their apartment, exploring the city together, an alien and a human entwined in the sprawling tapestry of an interstellar metropolis where countless species mingled and clashed. Zara marveled at the cacophony of cultures, the sensory overload of markets filled with unfamiliar spices, sounds, and colors. Alex became her guide, translating not just language but social cues and unspoken rules that governed human interaction. Yet beneath the surface of their shared adventures, both sensed the presence of unseen eyes watching, whispering rumors about the unusual pair. In a world where species often kept to their enclaves and mingling was met with suspicion, their companionship was both rare and risky. Amidst the external challenges, the apartment itself became a crucible for their growing connection and the secrets they guarded. One evening, as rain tapped gently against the windows, Zara revealed fragments of her past stories of a distant world torn by conflict and cultural upheaval, of a family lost to the tides of war, and of a mission to understand and bridge the divides between species. Her voice, soft and melodic, carried the weight of loneliness and hope intertwined. Alex listened intently, his own life's struggles suddenly pale in comparison to the cosmic odyssey Zara had endured. In turn, he shared tales of his upbringing in a small Earth town, the dreams deferred by circumstance, and the yearning for connection that had drawn him into the intergalactic exchange program. Their stories, so different in detail, yet resonant in emotion, built a fragile trust that slowly chipped away at the walls between them. Yet the calm was deceptive. Strange occurrences began to unsettle their once quiet existence. A series of cryptic messages appearing on their comm devices, electronic glitches that defied explanation, and fleeting shadows glimpsed in the periphery of vision. Zara's alien senses, more attuned to energies beyond human perception, detected a presence lurking nearby, a surveillance drone masked by stealth technology, or perhaps a rival agent tracking her movements. The implication was chilling. Their accidental closeness had drawn attention, and not all who watched had benign intentions. As paranoia seeped into their shared space, Alex and Zara realized that their partnership was no longer a private experiment in coexistence, but a frontline in an invisible war that threatened to engulf them both. They began to fortify their apartment, installing encryption protocols, electronic countermeasures, and even rudimentary defenses, blending human ingenuity with Zara's advanced technology. The turning point came unexpectedly one night when an intruder breached their security perimeter, a shadowy figure cloaked in dark armor, wielding weapons that pulsed with alien energy. The confrontation was chaotic and desperate. Alex, armed with little more than quick reflexes and improvised tools, found himself relying on Zara's strength and speed to survive. Together, they fought with a synergy born from trust and necessity, their movements fluid despite the danger. The intruder was repelled, but the encounter left them shaken, the reality of the threats they faced stark and undeniable. In the aftermath, as they tended to minor wounds and shared a quiet moment of relief, the bond between them deepened beyond friendship or mere circumstance. The vulnerability of that night peeled back layers of fear and hesitation, revealing the raw core of their connection, one forged in adversity and tempered by courage. As dawn broke over the cityscape, casting golden light into their battered apartment, Alex and Zara sat side by side, the silence between them filled with unspoken understanding. What had started as a bizarre accident had transformed into a profound alliance, a shared destiny that neither had anticipated but both were unwilling to deny. The question now was not if their lives would be changed, but how far they were willing to go to protect each other and the fragile trust they had built. In a universe vast and often indifferent, two unlikely roommates had awakened something unexpected, a force that could defy the boundaries of species, challenge the shadows stalking them, and illuminate a path forward where connection transcended the stars. Chapter 3: Unraveling the Mystery. The days that followed the harrowing confrontation with the intruder marked a turning point in Alex and Zara's lives, a shift from mere coexistence to a partnership forged in the fires of trust and mutual vulnerability. Their once ordinary apartment, nestled in the heart of a sprawling intergalactic city where countless species intersected and clashed, had become a fortress and a sanctuary. Yet beyond the makeshift defenses and encrypted communications lay a deeper challenge, one that neither technology nor combat training could prepare them for: unraveling the mystery that had drawn shadowy figures and whispered threats into their orbit. Both felt the weight of unseen forces closing in, a puzzle whose pieces were scattered across star systems and hidden in secrets older than the galaxies themselves. Together, they embarked on a quest that would test their intellect, resilience, and the very fabric of their bond. Zara, with her vast knowledge of ancient civilizations and alien technologies, became both guide and guardian as they delved into the cryptic origins of the intruder and the sinister organization behind the attacks. She accessed hidden archives through her personal communicator, tapping into clandestine networks that humans had yet to discover. Each data stream revealed fragments of a shadow war waged in the periphery of official galactic diplomacy, a war fueled by ancient grudges, stolen technologies, and a relentless hunger for dominance. The Eclipse Syndicate, a name whispered with fear and loathing across systems, emerged as the most elusive and dangerous faction involved. Their motives were inscrutable, their reach seemingly infinite, and their methods ruthless. They sought something beyond mere power, a cosmic artifact of unimaginable significance, lost for centuries and rumored to be concealed somewhere within the city's labyrinthine underworld. Alex, though a novice in interstellar espionage, contributed his own talents with determination and grit. His human intuition, grounded in years of navigating complicated social dynamics and problem-solving under pressure, proved invaluable in deciphering the layers of deception that cloaked the Syndicate's operations. He forged alliances with underground contact smugglers, hackers, and dissidents whose knowledge of the city's shadow networks was as vital as Zara's starborn insights. Their collaboration was an intricate dance of trust and caution, where one misstep could mean exposure or worse. The pressure mounted as they uncovered evidence of the Syndicate's infiltration into key institutions, their agents embedded within political and corporate hierarchies, manipulating events with surgical precision. Every revelation deepened the stakes, revealing that the mystery was not just about survival, but about the future of the delicate peace the galaxy struggled to maintain. Amid this high-stakes investigation, Alex and Zara found their relationship evolving in unexpected ways. The lines between friendship, loyalty, and something more intimate blurred beneath the strain of shared danger and long nights spent poring over data and planning their next moves. They learned to communicate in unspoken ways, a glance conveying caution, a touch offering reassurance, a shared silence brimming with understanding. Their connection transcended biology and culture, blossoming into a profound partnership that neither had anticipated but both embraced. Yet the shadow of uncertainty lingered. Each new clue unraveled questions about Zara's own past and the responsibilities she bore as a custodian of her people's legacy. Alex wrestled with feelings of protectiveness and desire, tempered by the complexities of their interspecies divide and the unpredictable consequences of their closeness. Their breakthrough came when a coded message intercepted from a Syndicate operative led them deep into the city's subterranean warrens, an ancient network of tunnels and forgotten chambers beneath the neon-lit metropolis. Guided by Zara's luminous senses and Alex's streetwise instincts, they navigated the twisting passages that echoed with the whispers of lost eras. In the heart of the labyrinth, they discovered a hidden vault sealed for centuries, its entrance marked with symbols that resonated with Zara's ancestral heritage. Inside lay a trove of artifacts and encrypted data crystals, each fragment a piece of the cosmic puzzle they sought to solve. Among the relics was a device pulsating with dormant energy, its purpose and origin shrouded in mystery, but unmistakably tied to the Syndicate's obsession. As Zara reached out to interface with the device, a surge of energy coursed through the chamber, illuminating ancient inscriptions that spoke of a celestial convergence, a key to power beyond imagination, and a warning of destruction if mishandled. The discovery set in motion a chain of events that propelled Alex and Zara into the heart of a galactic conspiracy where allies could be enemies. Trust was a scarce commodity, and the line between salvation and annihilation was razor-thin. Their actions drew the attention of powerful factions, each with vested interests in the artifact's fate. The Syndicate intensified their pursuit, deploying assassins and saboteurs, while shadowy figures within the Galactic Council maneuvered to exploit the turmoil. Alex and Zara found themselves hunted and hunted, forced to rely on their wits, technology, and the unbreakable bond that had grown between them. Through narrow escapes and daring infiltrations, they uncovered truths that challenged their beliefs and forced them to question the nature of power, loyalty, and destiny. The cosmic artifact was not merely a weapon, but a catalyst capable of altering the fabric of reality and reshaping the future of all sentient life. In the crucible of their perilous journey, Alex and Zara's connection deepened into a source of strength and hope. They learned to balance fear with courage, suspicion with trust, and despair with determination. Their story became a testament to the resilience of the human and alien spirit when faced with overwhelming odds and the unknown. As they prepared to confront the Syndicate in a final, decisive encounter, they understood that their fates were irrevocably intertwined not just as roommates or allies, but as partners bound by shared sacrifice and an unyielding belief in a future worth fighting for. The mystery that had drawn them together had revealed not only threats lurking in the shadows, but also the luminous potential of connection and courage in a universe vast and unpredictable. Chapter 4. The Revelation and Beyond. The air in the underground vault was thick with anticipation and the lingering hum of ancient energy, casting shimmering reflections on the walls lined with cryptic inscriptions and alien artifacts whose meanings were lost to time. Alex and Zara stood side by side, their breaths shallow but steady, as the pulsating device before them slowly awakened from its slumber. What had begun as a mysterious accident waking up entwined in a moment of confusion and vulnerability had now spiraled into a cosmic odyssey that threatened to reshape not only their lives but the fate of entire civilizations. The path that led them here was paved with uncertainty, danger, and trust forged in fire, and now they faced the ultimate test, unraveling the secrets encoded within the device and confronting the forces determined to claim its power for their own dark designs. Zara's fingers moved with delicate precision as she interfaced with the device, her eyes glowing faintly as ancient algorithms danced before her consciousness. The relic was more than a mere artifact. It was a key woven with celestial codes and resonant frequencies that aligned with cosmic cycles only recently understood by the most advanced civilizations. As she decoded layers of data, a holographic map materialized above the device, revealing star systems interconnected by ley lines of energy, converging on a nexus point of unimaginable significance. The Syndicate's relentless pursuit made grim sense now. They sought to control this nexus, to harness its energy and bend reality to their will. The implications were staggering. Control over the nexus meant dominion over time, space, and the very fabric of existence. Alex, grappling with the enormity of their discovery, felt a surge of determination tempered by the gravity of their responsibility. The intertwining of their destinies, human and alien, mechanic and cosmic traveler, had evolved into a partnership of necessity and profound connection. They were no longer just roommates or reluctant allies. They were guardians of a secret that could illuminate or obliterate the galaxy. As Zara continued her work, Alex fortified their defenses, preparing for the inevitable confrontation. The Syndicate would not relent, and the city above, with its labyrinthine streets and diverse denizens, held allies and enemies alike, each with their own stakes in the coming storm. Days turned to nights in a blur of preparation and discovery. The device revealed fragments of a lost civilization, one that had mastered the art of cosmic harmonics and temporal manipulation, leaving behind relics designed to safeguard their knowledge from falling into the wrong hands. Zara and Alex pieced together clues, traveling to hidden enclaves, deciphering alien dialects, and forging tenuous alliances with factions wary of Syndicate influence. Each step forward was met with resistance, betrayal, and sacrifice, but their resolve never wavered. Through these trials, their bond deepened, moments of quiet reflection shared amidst chaos, stolen smiles in the shadows, and the unspoken promise to protect one another regardless of the cost. The climax unfolded in a sprawling spaceport on the city's edge, where the Syndicate's forces converged to seize the nexus point. Zara and Alex led a coalition of rebels and outcasts, an unlikely army united by the vision of freedom and the need to thwart the Syndicate's apocalyptic ambitions. The battle was fierce and unrelenting, a dance of light and shadow as advanced weaponry clashed and starships wove through the skies like shooting stars caught in a tempest. In the heart of the conflict, Alex's quick thinking and mechanical ingenuity turned the tide, repairing critical systems and deploying traps that disrupted the Syndicate's advance. Zara's alien agility and mastery of energy manipulation allowed her to navigate the battlefield with grace and lethality, striking at the Syndicate's command with precision. Together, they embodied the synergy of two worlds, proving that connection across species could transcend fear and conflict. In the aftermath, as the dust settled and the stars reclaimed their quiet dominion, Alex and Zara stood atop the Nexus Point, its energies now stable and guarded. The device, once a beacon of danger, had become a symbol of hope, a testament to the strength found in unity and trust. Their journey, marked by unexpected intimacy and profound challenges, had transformed them both, revealing the extraordinary in the ordinary and the cosmic in the personal. The galaxy was vast and full of mysteries yet to be uncovered, but they faced it together, their bond a lighthouse against the darkness. And so, in a universe woven from stardust and dreams, two roommates, one human, one alien had awakened not only to each other, but to a destiny that neither could have imagined, proving that sometimes, the most shocking discoveries are those found in the shared moments between strangers from worlds apart. The tension that had woven itself tightly around Alex and Zara since the discovery of the ancient device and the labyrinthine web of conspiracies finally reached its breaking point under the vast, indifferent stars that stretched endlessly above the city. The weight of their shared secrets and the magnitude of the danger ahead sat heavily upon their shoulders as they prepared for what could only be described as a reckoning, a final confrontation where choices would echo far beyond their cramped apartment walls and ripple across galaxies. Their alliance, once a fragile tentative connection born of curiosity and circumstance, had evolved into an unbreakable bond forged through adversity, trust, and moments of profound vulnerability. Now, as the Syndicate's forces descended with merciless precision upon the Nexus Point that pulsed with cosmic power, Alex and Zara understood that the fate of countless lives, the balance of entire civilizations, rested on their shoulders. The night before the confrontation, the city was a kaleidoscope of lights and shadows, its neon veins pulsing with the lifeblood of 1,000 different species living side by side, yet always watching, always wary. Inside their fortified safe house, Alex and Zara moved with a quiet urgency, reviewing plans, calibrating defenses, and communicating with allies scattered across the urban sprawl. The alien technology Zara wielded merged seamlessly with Alex's human ingenuity, creating a fusion of ancient wisdom and modern innovation that stood as a testament to their partnership. Yet beneath the focused determination, moments of human tenderness punctuated the long hours. A shared glance that lingered too long, a touch that carried more meaning than words ever could, and the silent understanding that, no matter what happened, they would face it together. When the battle finally erupted, it was a storm of light and sound unlike anything either had imagined. Syndicate drones swarmed like mechanical locusts, while mercenaries wielded weapons infused with alien energies that shimmered and pulsed ominously. The air crackled with charged particles, and the ground trembled beneath the weight of war machines. Alex's heart pounded as he coordinated the defense, using every trick and tool at his disposal to outmaneuver and disrupt the relentless attackers. Beside him, Zara moved with a grace that defied gravity, her alien physiology enabling feats of speed and agility that left their foes stunned. The bond between them was a lifeline, each anticipating the other's moves, covering vulnerabilities, and igniting sparks of hope amid the chaos. As the battle reached its crescendo, they raced toward the heart of the Nexus, the source of the power the Syndicate so desperately sought to control. Reaching the core chamber, they found themselves face to face with the Syndicate's enigmatic leader, a figure cloaked in shadow and menace, wielding the same cosmic energies that flowed through the Nexus. Words were exchanged, truths revealed about the artifact's origin, its potential to rewrite reality itself, and the cost of wielding such power without wisdom or compassion. The confrontation was as much philosophical as it was physical, a clash of ideals and desires played out in a crucible of light and shadow. In the pivotal moment, Alex and Zara combined their strengths, human determination and alien harmony, to channel the Nexus's energy in a way that neutralized the threat, not by destruction, but by transformation. The power that had once promised dominion became a beacon of renewal, healing fractures across space and time, and offering a chance for unity where there had only been division. As dawn broke over the city, bathing the world in soft golden light, The aftermath was a tapestry of relief, mourning, and cautious hope. The Syndicate's grip had been broken, their ambitions thwarted, but the scars of conflict lingered. Yet in the quiet spaces between victories, Alex and Zara found solace in each other. Their shared journey a testament to the unexpected depths of connection that could arise between two beings from different worlds. The alien technology that had once seemed so foreign now felt like an extension of their shared soul, a symbol of their resilience and growth. Together, they stood on the threshold of a new dawn, ready to face whatever challenges the universe might send, not as strangers or reluctant roommates, but as partners bound by trust, courage, and the unshakable belief that even in the vast, cold expanse of space, connection could spark the brightest light. Their story, which began with a shocking awakening beneath soft morning light, had become a legend whispered across star systems, a reminder that sometimes, the most profound discoveries aren't in distant galaxies or ancient artifacts, but in the shared moments that bring two unlikely souls together, challenging the boundaries of fear and difference, and lighting the way toward hope. And as they looked out into the endless cosmos, Alex and Zara knew that whatever lay ahead, they would face it side by side, their hearts and destinies forever intertwined.